Hello, welcome to Paul's Take. Today we're approaching this new all-electric bus from Go Triangle. 100% electricity. Not made by Tesla though. Who knows who's made by? It's not actually been on the road yet or in service yet. Because they're training on it. Or maybe this is the one for the jailmates. This could be a jailmate car. So quiet, I don't hear the motor. Here's the hum though, I do hear a hum. Cool deal, I'll have to try it out later on. Alrighty, here we are on the Proterra bus. I'm doing my training for it. So this is my first experience of an electric bus. I already drove it, so let me tell you what I think. I don't really care for it. Oh! Meaning, it doesn't drive as fast as a diesel-powered bus. And there's a hesitation when you hit the accelerator. It steers well. It is interesting because if you run out of power, there's no filling it up. There's no charging it up. There's just, you gotta put it on a flatbed and bring it back to your main base. Besides that, it's a bus. I think it just takes a matter of getting used to it. It is green. It's expensive. But to drive though, as a driver, I prefer driving we drive Gilligs as well, so I prefer the Gillig bus. That's my choice. Alrighty, well,
so you want me to do the 310?
I'll give you a little walk around of the inside. I can't do the outside because I'm not representing the company at this point. It's just my personal video, and I don't want to show the company. But you know, there's plenty of pictures online. I'll probably post them up so you know what I'm driving or what I'm reviewing. Alrighty. We also had some comments that it's a little harsher on the suspension, not as plush as a Gillig.
We only took 2 minutes.
But it seems longer, but apparently it's not. I guess because there's no motor in the back, you got a window in the back. And it's actually, you know, when the bus is stopped, you don't hear anything. But when you're moving, there's actually a pretty loud buzzing from the back. The hum of the electric motor. So I got cut off there. So anyhow, to give you my final take on the Proterra electric bus, it's interesting. I mean, this is just my first reaction to it, my initial reaction. I could update this as we have more experience with it. It is a necessary evil because everything is going to go electric, and it's a lot cleaner than a diesel power bus. It doesn't have the range. I don't remember the exact numbers, but right now we're putting them on basically like half shifts up to about 5 hours, but no longer than that at first, just to be safe. We do a lot of more, we're a regional service, so we run the highway a lot, and that drains the battery faster than if you were in the city doing stop and go, where it regens when you stop. So, the other thing that's interesting is the body panels. Now, in bus companies, not ours, of course, but what I hear in all other ones is they get into a lot of accidents. Not so much the driver's fault, but other cars. For some reason, I don't know what it is about big buses. People don't see them, and they get into, people hit the buses and they cause damage to the buses. So if you look at a lot of city buses, or you'll see a lot of damage to them because apparently they're magnets to other cars. But you'll have damage. We'll fix the damage. Smaller stuff we'll do in-house, and bigger stuff we will send out. The Proterra bus is different in the construction of it because we have a type of metal, tin or something on the outside, and you know, they come in panels. But the Proterra bus, it's not. It's a kind of a composite material, and if you look at it, you don't see sections of the composites. It's all one long composite, like a stucco house or something. We don't see any seams. It's just this one, like the whole thing looks like it's made out of one big mold. So I'm curious, very curious to see how that handles an accident and how easy it is to fix it, because that would be important for transit. Now, we are not their first customer, so I'm assuming that they got this figured out. I'm curious to see, in a practical sense, how it is done and how fast the turnaround is to get a damaged bus back on the road, or can you even drive it if it's like a slight damage, or does the whole thing crumble? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Performance-wise, like I said, it doesn't go up hills fast. Like I was going up this one hill that was maybe a mile. And I started off with the hill doing 40, maybe a little over 40. By the time I got to the top of the hill, with the foot to the floor, I was only doing like 35. And it was relatively steep, but it wasn't super steep. Steeper than, like I say, your highway kind of hill, because this was actually on the roads. On the freeway, it seemed like it was going pretty good. It feels like, I think it has 2 gears, because you take off, and it'll accelerate, and then there's kind of a dead spot, and then it accelerates again. After maybe 35 miles an hour, and it kicks into, feels like a second gear, but there's a kind of a delay between. Nothing major, and like I said, it's a matter of getting used to something new. It does seem fine. I mean, I prefer the way the Gilligs drive with the diesels. But I tell you, if you're in a car or a motorcycle or something and you're behind a bus, you'd want it to be electric. It's not going to spew out any of that diesel smoke. So it's definitely progress. They do cost more than double of a Gillig bus, which is diesel. So, you got to deal with that as well. So if you see an electric bus on the road, that company is committed to providing clean air and trying to tackle the global warming and all that stuff, be more reusable and conscious of the environment. Well, anyhow, of course, you are saving a lot of money on diesel. A diesel-powered vehicle uses a ton of diesel every day, so you got that as a trade-off. And I'm curious, in the lifetime of the vehicle, overall, which one would be cheaper. But I doubt that a electric bus or a diesel bus uses $500,000 worth of diesel within the lifetime of their, of the bus. But then again, maybe it does. When you think about it, because the diesel buses are supposed to last, I think the service life of one is about 500,000 miles. And if you're saying, you know what? I think you get your money back. When you think about it, if the service life of a bus is 500,000 miles, and a Gillig bus, I don't even think gets 1 mile per gallon. So, and you're saving half of that, you might be making money on an electric bus in the long run. And I think also, I believe they were saying, and I could be wrong about this, but I believe they're saying electric buses are supposed to last longer as a whole. So, maybe it is a savings in the long run. Look it out, check it out. I mean, don't take my word for it. I'm just a bus driver. But anyhow, thanks for watching Paul's Take. That was my take on my initial reaction of the Proterra electric bus. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.